Hallie is one of them ones, you know, and, the success is not happening just because it just came out the blue. It's happening because of Hallie and that team. They're built perfectly for that group.
LeBron James is talking about why he really likes Tyrese Haliburton's game. He breaks down how smart Tyrese is, how well he passes, and why he thinks Tyrese could be one of the best playmakers in the league.
You spent part of the summer with him, a good chunk of the summer with him at the Olympics. He didn't play much, but I'm sure he soaked up a lot of incredible insight. Like, what was your takeaways from the time you spent with him this summer?
Just a great person, man. Great kid. I mean, didn't matter if he was playing or if he got the opportunity. He was the same guy every single day, and you could see that his mainframe was soaking in all the knowledge and the details, being around all of us, and he was just super appreciative every single day. Never changed his mood. When we had practices and we was doing 5-on-5 and maybe, it was a practice where some of the older guys didn't go that day, he was ready to go. If it was a moment in the game where he was called, he was ready to go. But just a great kid, like every single day, was the same person, joking, laughing, high-spirited, someone that you look at what's going on with the Pacers throughout the regular season and now throughout the postseason, you get it. You get why they are the team they are. And it starts with the head of the snake. We know that. And that's what Hallie, I mean, you can gravitate and bring energy and love and would run through a wall for certain guys. And he's a guy that you would do that for just because of how he plays the game, I've seen, a couple guys was like, they're going into a hostile environment, you shouldn't have a smile on his face. I'm like, this is who he is. Like, why are we always trying to change people because of this is what you say, the narrative, or this guy should look like this, or this guy should, like, everyone's preparation is different. Everybody is different, but Hallie is one of them ones, and, the success is not happening just because just came out the blue. It's happening because of Hallie and that team. They're built perfectly for that group.
Right. Yeah, they've built an incredible identity. But it's interesting to hear you say like how kind of like upbeat he is, how positive he is, right? Like that is infectious, as you know. Like coming in every day, we play in the league. They're probably on game almost 100 right now, right? Including the preseason. So like that infectious kind of positivity coming from your leader, the head of the snake, like that results in more possession, better possessions, wins, losses, good practice days instead of bad. Now, not everyone's the same. So, but for that team, an upbeat, up-tempo team, a team that doesn't necessarily have that, hey, we're going to this guy, we're going to create ISOs, we're going to spread the floor. He's the head of the snake clearly, but that upbeat, positive attitude. The other thing that goes with it for me, that's I think cool and fascinating about his personality is like not afraid to talk that shit. You know what I mean? Like he has the confidence, for a guy, especially a guy that's not a physical player, he has that confidence to like throw this out there, like talk. And so I wonder if that's infectious for his team too. Did you notice that in the summer too? His love for just talking?
Absolutely. Oh, for sure. Absolutely. Like we would play a free throw game after every practice, it'd be me, him, and another talker, and AD, and we would just like, try to talk shit to one another, try to get somebody off their line. We would play the free throw swish game. If you swish, you get a minus, if you just make it, okay, you stay, you get one. So we trying to, well, I'm sorry, if you swish, you get 2 points. If you make it, you just get 1 point. If you miss, then you get a minus, and we would go to a certain number. Sometimes we would go to 7, sometimes we go to 11. And we were always just messing with each other, and we just be talking shit throughout the whole free throw game. So, Hallie was a part of that group.
That's great. Well, switching to his play, I think sometimes it's interesting to kind of categorize him. Is he a superstar? Is he a star? Like, what is he? But like right now he is playing elite basketball. And what are the components of that? Like for me, he's an initiator for his team. Like he can ISO. We've seen him ISO. We've seen him make big plays. He's extremely clutch. But what I love about his game is that he doesn't, and the Pacers have done a great job with their identity. They don't just try to get the matchup and go one-on-one.
Right.
Like there's much more to it than that. Like one, I love that he throws the ball ahead. A little bit of a lost art in our game, like throwing it ahead. You know, to explain it to the fans, like anytime you throw it ahead in the NBA, you know, NBA players, you know, some are better than others in isolation, but what most NBA players can do is attack a closeout. So if you think about throwing the ball ahead, you've got one or two guys going one-on-one or two-on-two in an entire half court. You know, that creates high yield opportunities. So his willingness and their penchant for throwing it ahead, first of all, I think is important. Do you see that when he plays? His willingness is kind of unique to be able to throw it ahead.
Absolutely. And like you just said, like you got to understand, like in the postseason, guys are picking up in the front, in the backcourt, 94 feet. You know, a guy like Hallie, they try to wear him down. You know, guys like Ant, they try to wear you down. Guys like Shea, they try to pick you up full court. So what was great about what Hallie does, so if the New York Knicks have scored or whatever the case may be, say Karl Anthony Towns scores, you know, on Miles Turner gets it out right away and they're picking up. Just to kick ahead into the front court, now it's so much space because you're going to have four guys in the backcourt. You're going to have Karl Anthony Towns, Miles Turner, or Pascal, and then you're going to have someone picking up Hallie in the backcourt. So when he throws it ahead to Nembhard, to Naismith, to Obi Toppin, to those guys, they have so much room to either see if they got an early fast. It's a fast break point. That is a fast break. That's a fast break point. If they have an early attack, they can go at it right now because there's literally only 6 guys in the front court right now. It's hard to score in the half court in the postseason. You get to grab more, you get to hold, you know, things of that nature. So his kick aheads is giving them the advantage. And we've seen it, you know, time after time after time in this series when the Knicks have scored. You know, Jalen Brunson gets into the lane, shoots his patent fadeaway. You know, Karl Anthony Towns gets into the lane and able to make a layup, or whatever the case may be. They're getting that ball out so fast that the Knicks have no chance of even setting their defense. And you see Pascal laying the ball up on the other end, you know, 20 seconds on the shot clock, like just like that, or getting fouled. So, you know, that ability, and that's infectious. That's infectious basketball. When your star player is willing to give the ball up and get it out of his hands and trust you to make a play, that everyone wants to play like that. Guys want to play for that player. And then, you know what, if we don't have anything, bring it back out. And now here comes the ghost screens. They pitch it to Hallie. Okay, touch screen, little touch, flare out, slip out. You know, now Hallie's getting downhill. The ball gets to spraying, and here comes you get into the blender. And once the blenders start, now you have guys like you said. Most NBA guys play against the closeout. You know, we don't have a lot of ISO guys that can get you a bucket and one-on-one, nor do we want guys, certain guys playing one-on-one basketball. But we all know that when guys can get into a closeout game, that can make the team that much better. And that's what Indiana is doing right now.
LeBron James just gave Tyrese Haliburton a ton of respect. Let me know what you think. Is Tyrese Haliburton already one of the top playmakers in the league, or does he still have more to prove? With the NBA Finals going on right now, he has a chance to give the Indiana Pacers their first championship. Let me know in the comments. Well, that's all I have for this video. I'll see you in the next one.